What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Resident Evil Village. The Duke has given us a little hint as to what to do next. And we can't seem to go anywhere else even though we got that fancy key, so back to the village we go. There's a lot to do now that we've come back. Just imagine every time you come back to the village, there is something new to do, whether it is to get more treasures, or just to see how more of the village has opened up, really. A few houses have mysteriously opened their doors. We eventually need to go to the house behind that gate you see up there to the right of the statue. That's our main goal, to get there. And Ethan can't climb because of his silly 8 fingers. There's the red chimney. Oh, still smoking. Maybe they're the one group of villagers that survived. And, oh. See? This gate has opened up, but more importantly, come down to the basement first. Treasures aplenty. There's actually quite a few things that you can use to craft new items down here. And this also probably has one of my favorite treasures. A teddy bear! Probably belonged to the poor soul who lived in this house. And they tried to burn precious stones! The monsters! Okay, at least it's still worth something. You know, I probably should have sold that. Well, it's okay, we have a lot more to get. The Duke will probably buy it. Well, Mr. Winters, thank you for the teddy bear. Now me and Mr. Snugglekins can actually sleep at night. Oh, darn, he lost his eye. Well, it's alright. Care to make a purchase? I wonder what could have possibly opened this place up. Oh. Well, I think I just found out what. You know, not being here in the village for a while, you kind of forget that the Lycans own this place. And they've killed all the wildlife. Well, that's kind of sad. I guess when you run out of humans to slaughter, next thing is poultry, pork, and other animals. It's kind of interesting that all these houses had different ways to defend themselves. I heard a scream from the house with the chimney. I was going to take a look, but the way was blocked by debris. If I'm not back by morning, you should go to Louisa's house. Oh, God. Well, at least they tried. I like how almost every house has something that the other houses don't. It keeps it very personalized when you're about to run in on a dangerous animal. Are Lycans animals? I mean, they're more human than wolf, I'd think. As long as they die the same way. I see you brought me parts of Lycan. I won't buy potty parts. At least not yet. When you gotta go, and accidentally leave your rusted scrap. Okay. Ew. This place is disgusting. There's blood everywhere and decapitated goats. Oh, but cold. Oh, Black Suit! Oh my god, I'm so sorry! I didn't mean it! God, how do I explain this cold to the other people if I happen to find any other survivors? I'm sorry, it's just every time I sneeze, people's heads explode. Actually, that happens more when I hold in a sneeze. My head explodes by itself. And here's where we get to... The village is evolving very slowly. In order to get all around the village, we need to kind of mess around with whatever happened while we were last here. So, between the time that we went to the castle and came back, a tractor went in the way. So we need to find a way to move the tractor. I'm assuming there were a couple people just still hiding out, and unfortunately the Lycans got to them as they were trying to escape. And I still love this. We couldn't get in here because we didn't have a knife. I mean, I know Ethan's been reading up on how to protect himself, but he had to have figured out how to climb a gate. Actually, nah, never mind, there was barbed wire in the gate. My bad. Ugh. That's a body horror shit. No thank you. No thank you. I've seen subliminal horror. I know what's gonna happen. This is like saying don't look behind you. Oh. Ah! You jackass! Oh man, it actually got me. And it proceeds to get me every I didn't even sneeze for that one. It happens every single time. I know it's going to happen, and I'm still startled by it. There actually aren't too many jump scares in Resident Evil Village. That one is just out of nowhere. It is a pretty funny gag, though. Even though it's kind of, like, startling, you're just thinking, ah, they got me. Looking outside the window, you see the 3 different numbers. You get a brand new handgun out of the deal. Awesome. I can finally replace this almost destroyed one. It's held together with actual gauze. And the jack handle! Bah! Cool. You know what? Let's go ahead and compare. Oops. Let's go ahead and compare our new handgun to the old one. 160 power, 7 shots, but that can be upgraded. This is not a bad looking handgun. Comfortable, fully automatic handgun. Compared to our old one, it already kicks the crap out of the power of the original handgun. Well, I know what we're doing. Maybe I'll keep the Lemmy just for a little while, but I do want to test out our new handgun. Because it's new! Look at it! And in fact, the game figured, yeah, they probably want to use the new handgun. So let's throw a bunch of Lycans. Oh god, oh my god, it happened again! Oh, his head didn't explode. No, I took out his leg. Jesus! It needs to end! My cold! It must subside! People are dying! Oh wait, they're monsters. Never mind. Get out of here. Oh, Jesus! A lovely critical hit. Right when I needed it. I mean, I know Ethan's been reading up on combat survival, but my god, finding the weak points in headshots. Woo! That must have been chapter 5. You know what? I've got a funny thing to say about Ethan, just altogether as a character. Ethan is so hilarious. Now, if I were a betting man... Yep. Every time. That's another one of those startle moments, because hiking up a tractor, there's no way something's not gonna happen while you can't see it. So, a Lycan jumps on it. That's a really good scare. I'll admit. That's it! Woof. Ugh. God. It happens all the time. Oh, hi. I have never been this good. Holy crap, this is amazing. Just getting all these headshots, I can't believe it. So, when Ethan Winters was being made, on the dev side, they kind of wanted to turn him into a blank slate, which, by all means, that's a pretty good idea to do with your main character. Probably not for a game like this, because Resident Evil is built on its characters, along with its absurd plot lines and, of course, zombies and different types of monsters. Oh, hello. Are you all that's in here? Ow! Damn pig. Ha! What do you think of that? Ooh, got some meat. So this is another ingredient that you can get for the Duke. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Apparently, during development, Ethan was a blank slate, but the creators ended up liking him and what they were creating for his story, and they thought, you know what? Let's actually give Ethan a little bit more personality. And I'm so happy they did. Can you imagine controlling a character that absolutely just nonchalantly goes through everything? Now, granted, Ethan does have a kind of an easy time while surviving all these monster attacks. He didn't in Biohazard, but now he's just kind of like blasé on certain points, like escaping the castle and just going, oh yeah, well, I guess we're getting out of here. I love that they gave, oh Jesus, I'm glad they gave him a personality. Because that means he can get away with one-liners. I saw you spawn in there. What's up, buddy? Jesus. Alright, my cold's gone. I officially can't hurt anything anymore. This is a brand new type of Lycan. It is heavily armored, it has 2 spikes for hands, and it also has an iron helmet. So headshots are out of the question. But, if you do something like, say, blow it off, he no longer has a helmet, so you can actually take a shot at his head and blow it up! But we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Mainly because I'm running out of ammunition. Oh, that's a wind-up. That's a wind-up! Oh, stop! Oh, God! Yeah, these suckers do a lot of damage. So be careful. I went from fine to danger. Jesus. I guess that's what happens when you don't guard. I also have a little bit of a slash attack. I'm done playing around with you, dude. I'm sorry. I'm actually really low on ammunition. Did that do it? There we go. These enemies are now regular monsters. They're not going to show up like the regular Lycans do. It'll more be like a special occasion type of enemy. It's like, oh, here's 3 regular Lycans, and then, whoa, oh my god, there's an armored one. We've actually got a few ways into these gates now. Let's go ahead and take a look in here. I want to do this first, just so I don't forget. There's a couple small things we can do before we advance over to the Red Chimney House. A few items in here, which I'm a little desperate for. But right here, the well wheel. You know those wells we've seen all around the village? Now we can get the items that are down in them. Cool. And with that in mind, the ladder is where we're supposed to go next, but I just want to jump in here real quick. There are a few small things we can get, especially collectibles-wise, but just note that this house is extremely important. We'll get to that a tad later. It's not as important as, say, advancement to the story. More, it's important for just decking out your weapons. Yeah, I hear ya. Ha! What do you think of that? Oh, cold's back. And see, this is what I like about Village's addition whenever you come back. Every time you come back here to the hub, it expands. Right now, we are getting treasure upon treasure, collectible upon collectible, and there will eventually be a stopping point. Meh. But it's still really cool to come back to a place that you thought, you know, was dead and over with. No, it still has a few tricks up its sleeve. Now, the house that's right here, let's go ahead and check on the door. We can't get into it yet, but for a very specific reason. Seems with all these keys, we don't have the one that has a violin on it. To whom it may concern, due to Luthier's long absence, I am keeping hold of his house key. Please find me if you need it. Regards, Joseph Simon, Beneviento's gardener. Okay. We'll come back. I guess we need to find a gardener somewhere around this village. I'm sure they have one close by, at least hopefully close by. Ah, they don't want you going back into one of the first houses you entered. See, this is what I'm talking about. This place is dilapidated. It's falling apart. So to see it actually evolve like this is really fun. Or, you know, degradate. I got a lockpick, and I have a feeling we won't be coming back here too often. So let's go ahead and take care of the very first drawer. Yeah, there we go. That's the word I'm looking for. That had a lockpick symbol. And all of that for half-whole flour and some sniper ammo. Yay. Ooh, looks like we have a well right next to us. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that while we're at it. Oh, and by the way, the reason you had to go the long way around is because this got locked magically after we left. Time to break in the old well wheel. Let's see what we got going on down here. Yeah. This is why you want the well wheel. You can find all sorts of helpful items. Most of the time you'll find treasures, but yeah, chances are you'll find ammo, combinable treasures, that's the most important thing, and also helpful items like the lockpick. And the best part, if you've been checking them every time you find one, they stay on your map, and once you have used them, they get crossed off. Yes! Oh, that's fantastic. Alright, now we can move on. Back over here, take up the ladder, and we're almost there. This actually kind of blew me away. I wasn't expecting us to go on rooftops, but I don't know why I thought that my first time playing, because the opening, you're able to go on a rooftop. Maybe I didn't expect it so much. But here we are. The house with the red chimney. He had livestock. It was coming at me. Chickens attack! Chicken! It's actually really sad when the chickens die, because they actually, like, hold out their wing. I feel bad now. But trust me, it's for the greater good. Ooh, a new sellable. We're getting all sorts of fun stuff around here. There's another ladder there, but I hear a chicken. See, look at that! That is so sad! Why did they have to program that? Why couldn't we just give him a swift death? Oh. Alright, well, let's go ahead and open this up, and this is just brilliant. As far as design goes, I'm really liking how they put this all together, because here is now a shortcut to behind that broken carriage. Now we can get back to the other half of the village quite easily. And just in case you want to go back on the roof and see where we were, that's how we get back here. But, hey, we have a hole in the wall we can go in now. See, this is just really cool. You had to come all the way around at least once to unlock it properly. But we have shortcuts all over the place. And it keeps going from there. Maybe not as elaborately as what we're seeing this first time back, but still really cool. I wonder why this ladder was actually propped up to the roof. Maybe it was to get the hose into here? I don't know. Just in case. I think my cold's coming back. Hello! Ah, it didn't work. Oh, that is absolutely terrifying. Yep, cold's back. Oh, excuse me. I have a little cold that I'm dealing with. Yeah, seeing the Lycan's eyes shining through the darkness is so cool. Very nice effect. Sacrificed 2 goats to Mother Miranda on February 1st. Offered wool to Mother Miranda. She instructed I find her a list of drugs and tools in the next few days. What for, I wonder? 2 days after. No messages from Mother Miranda, yet the livestock won't stop their ruckus. Seems the animals know something we don't. It's unfortunate I'm killing them. I was instructed to take the items to the cave church at sunrise, but what I saw was frightful. The great 4 lords were there, and Mother Miranda was holding a child. She whispers something and touched the child. I can't explain it well, but the child turned into a white crystal. That's how they were able to separate Rose. She wasn't actually a squishy human. She was a crystal. A lot easier to break into pieces. I forgot to bow to Mother Miranda before I fled. I'm still shaking. What did she do? What is that child? That's your explanation on how Rose is now in thermoses. Pretty nice explanation. Hey, the wing key is just a single piece. 3 more parts are needed to make it whole again. Now you know how we're going to advance through the rest of the village. We gotta find key pieces. Or key items. Ha 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 ha. Let's go ahead and press A, and... ta-da!
Damn it. Better see the Duke again.
I am curious, did Ethan actually think the solution was going to be in a house with a red chimney? I mean, got a piece of the key, granted, but still, Ethan, I don't think we're gonna find, like, the solution to being halved and put into thermoses. It doesn't work like that, my dude. There's actually a few more things we can do before we head back to the Duke. So, let's go ahead and do them. There's plenty of water wheels around the village that we still have to raise up, so let's go ahead and do that. And you'll see why, as soon as you see a well or have them marked on your map, you'll want to get them now, especially if you're hurting for money. We already have the second piece of a sellable treasure. It's that easy to get treasures in this game whenever you come back to the village, and the well wheel is the key. We can actually come back in here since we found an extra lockpick. And, oh, there it is. Please let this be shotgun ammo. Please. Please? Hey! 7 shots! Nice! Okay. Slowly filling out the rest of this village. Still have a lockpick area right there. Got another well over by the church, so let's go ahead and make our rounds. And that's another fun thing about the village changing. Somebody in the background is having a laugh. Who could that be? Haha! I missed all of them. Hey, at least I got one. He had 440 bucks. Or coins. Yeah, whatever. While we're rounding up a lot of the animals, let's go ahead back here. This is the reason we actually went into the water the first time. I just want to show that you can't go back into the castle. We've reached a point of no return there. That's mainly why I showed you where all the items were. But if you come back and try to go to it again, you'll find these fish. Surprisingly missable. There we go. So now we have fish, we have pork, we got chicken, we got lichens. I feel my cold coming back, y'all. Let's see if it works. Sudafed. Sudafed. Mucinex. Damn it. There we go. Not exactly cured, but I am getting better. Shit! As soon as I say it's okay, this is just ridiculous now. God, I must have like mononucleosis or something. I'm sick forever. I do like how those lichens show up immediately after you try to go back into the castle. It's just like, well, this is what you get for being curious. This is what I mean about somebody having a little laugh while you're gone. What the hell is this technology doing here? Infiltrated village, encouraged, engage with number of bioweapons, found evidence of Ethan Winters and Rose Winters. Location unknown. I know those abbreviations. Analyze mold samples. Infiltrate factory. Oh my. Methinks the military might be here. Oh, and they're investigating the mold? How interesting that they would be investigating mold. I thought we got rid of all that. We got rid of an entire wall made of mold. So this treasure, whatever you do, do not sell it now. This is one of your only examples of a combinable treasure that has 2 extra slots. You can make this treasure extremely expensive. Do not sell this. I probably could have waited, but I didn't want to. I'm mainly showing you what you can get now with your second trip to the village. You don't have to get everything, but just know that you can. In fact, we don't even need to go here yet. But, I'm in the neighborhood. Might as well show you. Hello, chicken. Trying to escape me, are you? I'm very sorry. That's so sad. I mean, that chicken was coming right at me, so it had it coming, but... Yeah, normally, if you see your neighbor's chicken, don't kill it. And that guy had a family. Yeesh. Ethan Winter's horrible monster. Oh, there you are. Knew I heard you. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. There's a couple other things that we're going to get. See, this is why I like coming back, because there are so many extras that you can get. Don't! Please! Aha! Got it! Look, I just need the extra cash, okay? I spend big. Oh, God. Yeah, so this is another thing that happens. We get flying enemies over by Louise's house. The fire finally stopped, which is a nice effect. I am out of ammo. I can't believe it. But not only that, take a look at how many more scarecrows there are. That is such a nice effect. Bravo for advancing it this much. So this, again, was another detail I didn't notice my first time playing. Because I never realized that these scarecrows were the villagers. So, yeah, really nice effect, guys. Oh my god, I whiffed it. I thought I was doing so well. I definitely am getting better from my disastrous cold that makes heads explode. Also, these guys are just flying around like morons. Having a bit of a hard time, so duck in here if you're ever having trouble with flying enemies. Something I noticed about their AI is the flying enemies will still try to get to you even when you're inside a house. They can't go through the doors, but they'll fly outside. Like, that guy was trying to get me through the ceiling. It makes sense, but it's still kind of funny. Ooh, nice crystal wing. What? Hello? Hello? Where'd you come from? You gonna lay down? Yeah, that's right. Lay down and die. Oh, I knew it wasn't gonna be that easy. That guy was hiding in the corn. Nope. Don't you do it. Yeah. Lay down. So I might be in a bit of trouble, running out of ammo, but that's okay. If you come up here to Louise's house, you get a nice little treasure. A whole necklace that somehow didn't burn up in the fire, and is conveniently just on the outside of the house. Magnum ammo? Excuse me! Well, isn't that just the best thing ever? Cool! Let's go ahead and get the well while we're back here. What? Oh, hi! Ooh, you're a fancy white color. And resilient! Jesus, you take a lot of shots. Are you made of iron? There we go. Ha-ha! I have triumphed over pork. Quality meat. Do not sell this. It is the only one you get in the game. And it will actually only show up after your second trip to the village. So, after Louise's house stops burning. And you know what? We're actually in the neighborhood. I saw on the map that there were a couple chickens. Ooh, forgot my pocket change. I think right over here is a little side area. Yeah, chickens. Where's my money at? Where's my money at? Yeah, thought you could escape. Haha. What about you? Where's my money? Where's my money, chicken fingers? You think you could escape through a wall? Damn it. Well, maybe it'll come back through later. Oh, shoot. I've never had that happen before. I guess we'll get him later. Oh, that's hilarious. I hope he doesn't despawn, because that would kind of suck for the numbers, but yeah, it's all right. We'll make do. No worries. Okay. Now we can go see the Duke. We've got all the treasure we can hope for. Got plenty of meat for whatever reason. We've got the key. Let's see what he has to say.
How was it? Did you learn anything?
I found these feathers. Now tell me how to fix this like you said you would.
Settle down. First, you must use that key and collect all of your little roses flasks.
Where are the rest of them?
There are 4 in total. You have the one, and the other lords have the rest.
Lords?
Mother Miranda is the cold, calculating ruler of this village. 4 lords serve under her. The first you've already met, the Lady Dimitrescu. The second lives deep in a valley of mist, the doll-maker, Donna Beneviento. None of her playmates have ever come back from that dank old estate. The third is Moreau, a being of twisted flesh that lives in the reservoir past the windmills. It is said that he is not the only monster that lives in those waters. The fourth and most dangerous is Heisenberg. He works in his factory on the village outskirts. And the project. Let's just say parts of the human imagination are better left alone.
Oh, cool, thanks. I kind of like this secondary introduction of the 4 lords. Gives them a little more backstory and gives Ethan something to work towards. At this point, he will actually mark on your map the most expensive treasures and or weapons of the game. This is how we were supposed to figure out that Louisa's home actually had a secondary treasure. So thanks a lot, Duke. He also shows you where the next lords are. So to the south, we can find Moreau. To the northwest, Beneviento. We've already dealt with Dimitrescu. But no Heisenberg. Interesting. I wonder where he could be. Oh well, I'm sure we'll figure it out. But look at all this treasure, man. Thanks, Duke.
If you truly wish to save your daughter, you must first gather the 4 flasks. I'll do you a personal favor. I've marked the Lord's locations on your map. Some treasures still lurk in this village. I'm sure each one will prove of great use to you.
Why are you doing all this?
Why, it's all part of our first-class customer service. Please do come again soon.
The Duke is such a fun character. Kind of a know-all seer that just thinks, oh, this might be fun for a laugh. Let's see how he does. And then you do, and then he's like, well, a being of great power. Fantastic. Here, go kill the other lords. I'm wondering if this explanation of the 4 lords was meant to be earlier in the game, like the first time you meet him?
Seeking something in particular. Ah, yes, I have you. Find some quality ingredients and bring them to me.
But it makes a lot more sense after you beat Dimitrescu. Let's talk about the Duke. Guy loves to eat. In fact, he loves to cook. If you bring him beast, bird, and fish, he can cook a bunch of different dishes that will give you permanent upgrades to your health, to your guard, to your just regular defense, and I believe your speed, if I read that correctly. Yep, more speed. So this is why you never want to sell the animals you kill. Bring him to the Duke. He'll cook you up an amazing dish. Speaking of which, we actually have enough to go ahead and cook something, so 3 fish, 2 poultry.
Thank you. Now to cook.
It's time to cook, Duke.
Here it is. Please, join me.
Gladly. We now have more health.
I wouldn't mind having that again.
Unfortunately, Duke, we can't make that again, but I can make this for you. With 4 poultry and 1 meat, we can make
Thank you.
bird
Now
and
to
beast
cook.
pilaf. I swear this sound effect of cooking is straight from Monster Hunter. Capcom just loves making cooking games.
Finished. I'd love for you to enjoy as well.
I will. Thank you. And with that, we now take less damage while guarding. Permanently.
I wouldn't mind having that again.
Yeah, well, I need to get more ingredients, unfortunately, but don't worry, we'll have more time. Now let's go ahead and sell all of our goodies. That was 5,000 for that small stone? Dude, that's amazing. Let's go ahead and wait on selling Lady D. There you go, Duke, here's a teddy bear. It wouldn't go.
Ooh, where did you get your hands on such a thing?
Well, wait till you see this. Get your hands on this. What? Where's the dialogue? Oh no! He had something funny to say.
Oh, Lady Dimitrescu. Beautiful even in death. That waistline, yes.
Son of a
Please do
gun!
take a look at
I
my new
think...
stock.
Oh, I think I goofed it. I should have sold Dimitrescu first for that dialogue. Well, hopefully in the third-person playthrough I actually got that
so you
footage.
noticed that.
Man, he has something to say with every special treasure you get from all the 4 lords, and Dimitrescu was the first. Shoot! Okay, post me, edit that in, please. And while we're here, we've still got a big chunk of change. We can upgrade our weapons. We could definitely upgrade our brand new handgun. But for the time being,
These hands are
I want to
more
get some free reloads while we still have these weapons. The game, believe it or not, is actually going to jump forward by leaps and bounds
this one
in a
makes
short
sense.
amount of time. So get the upgrades you want. It doesn't matter what you get now. You can even save all your cash. But I'm going to go ahead and buy these. Oh shoot, I can't upgrade the sniper rifle anymore. Oops.
is to be alive. Thank you for your patronage.
Appreciate it, Duke. Oh, that was definitely a lot of stuff that we had to do. Let me show something off. Check it. Hey, Duke. You want to see something cool?
Do be careful not to waste your ammunition.
I just learned that, like, a couple hours ago before recording this. It's a nice little Easter egg. He likes when you show off. Next time on Resident Evil Village, let's move on to the next section and save Rose. See you guys next time.